In today's Vikram on Jobs and Careers video, I'm sharing what is by far the best cruise ship employment guide that you'll find on the planet right now. This guide, you can be assured that you will land that dream cruise ship job which you've always aspired for, but perhaps, heart of hearts, you know that you're not very well prepared. Thanks to this guide, you will be very well prepared for your job, and ultimately, that's one which you will definitely land. So, therefore, I'm sharing this with you today. What I've done for your benefit is that I provided the direct link to this page. You can see the link, the cruise work link in the description of this video. You simply need to click on that. That'll straight away take you to this page where you can review all of the information that I'm going to share in this video and ultimately get to purchasing the guide which is on offer on this particular page. Now, as far as cruise ship life, the ship life, so to say, is concerned, that's something superlative. Before I even get to that, I want to sum up the folks behind this. There's Derek and Liz. Derek has actually worked on board 10 different cruise ships, while Liz has spent 3 years on cruise ships. So, therefore, it's folks who, with a lot of experience, who've come out with this guide. So, they know the ins and outs, they know what it takes to actually land a cruise ship job and then work successfully while you're already on the job. So, so in every way, you'll be very well prepared for the ship life thanks to this guide. Now, let's talk about some of the realities of ship life. Money wise, yes, you earn a lot of money. You get to travel right around the world, especially to various exotic destinations, since that's where cruise ships are headed. Now, meeting so many different people from so many different walks of life, you have your social life, no doubt, is absolutely amazing. Along the way, there are so many privileges. The cruise ship passengers are always tipping you, so there's so much extra that you can earn. Then of course you make these special bonds with people from across the world, because even your colleagues they'll not necessarily come from where you come from. They'll be from across the world, different cultures, so therefore that intermingling will have its own value in your life. The overall opportunity is definitely life changing. And finally, we must talk about the long vacations. We're looking at anywhere between 2 to 4 months. Any regular job does not offer that kind of break which you can get on board cruise ships. Now, as far as this guide is concerned, you can always look up testimonials. Then, when it comes to life on board cruise ships, you can see what people have had to say. So, in every way, you know that you're heading in the right direction. You just need something which will ensure that you stay focused and land that job. That's so important, because when we look at cruise ship jobs, there are so many aspirants, but not everyone gets through. So therefore you want to be one of those who does get through. So therefore, instead of focusing on other things which will probably deviate your ultimate goal, ensure that you get this particular guide. This is the guide that I'm talking about, working on a cruise ship. This particular guide created by Derek and Liz. And as far as more information regarding this particular guide, so you get a good idea of job descriptions and salaries. Because even when we talk about cruise ship jobs, there are various positions. Sometimes you never know, there's a unique position which you are perhaps tailored for, in terms of the qualifications that you have, in terms of the experience that you have. Somehow you were just not aware that such a position was there. So you'll know about the various positions. You'll know about which cruise line to go for, because there are so many of them right now. And then of course the application process, you'll be much more confident, and therefore you'll literally breeze through the application process. You look at successful resumes, resumes which landed jobs for the candidates in question. Then, when it comes to the cruise ship job interviews, you'll know secrets which will ensure that you handle these interviews with finesse. And finally, lot of FAQs about ship life. Ultimately, this guide, we are looking at more than 170 pages of priceless material. And for that, how much are you paying? You're not paying a ridiculous sum of money. You're paying just $25, and this is the latest updated version. So therefore you don't have nothing to worry about. So that this is all that you're paying, and yet you're getting a feature packed, information rich piece of guide as far as working on cruise ships is concerned. Again, this is the page in question. The link is there. So once you're on this page, once you've reviewed all of this information, you simply click on this blue button over here to order your guide. Now, some folks out there are, somewhat concerned about this price. Is there a catch? Why is it so less? See, remember that the number of aspirants, as I mentioned, there are so many. So therefore, folks seeking out this guide are also many. There are plenty across the world. So even if it's just priced at $25, we're looking at a number of folks who already have their hands on this particular guide. And then see, not everybody comes from, strong financial background. So therefore, keeping it at a very low price was important for the authors. They wanted that more and more folks from across the world. Remember that when it comes to cruise ship employment, there are so many folks from, let's say, simple backgrounds, not so very prosperous societies or countries who are applying, and they are very hardworking. They do their best. At the same time, this kind of a guide will prove priceless to them. So therefore, the price has to be very, very reasonable, as low as possible. So it's just $25, an investment which will definitely prove worthy to every cent which is spent. So, my encouragement for today is that once you've reviewed all of this information, which I've also gone over in this video, go ahead, purchase this particular guide if you're aspiring to work on cruise ships. Suppose it's not you, but say any of your friends who are again aspiring to work on cruise ships, you can share this video, you can share the given link with them. They can in turn get this particular guide, and ultimately, the assurance is that the job which is being aspired for, beyond the fact that yes, there are so many other jobs which you'll not even be aware of, which you'll know thanks to this guide, you will actually land that dream cruise ship job. So that's something which I wanted to share in today's video. I would like that as many folks out there actually get this guide and then land that job in question. So with that goal in mind, cheers and thanks so much for watching today's video. Stay tuned to Vikram on Jobs and Careers for more such priceless pieces of information.